Once-in-a-lifetime bond, a second dive into human connections. Some friendships are meant to last in hearts. In my life, I've been lucky enough to build some special relationships with my peers, those once-in-a-lifetime bonds. I'm going to talk about the first one ever in my life. When I was 6, I met Dex, a classmate at school who lived near me. His mom and my parents worked at the same university, and they knew each other well. We became good friends almost on the first day of school. We enjoyed playing, chatting, and spending time together. We had our own play circles at school, but when we were together, conversations flowed naturally as if we'd been friends for years. He'd come to my house to play games with me, and I'd go to his house to look after his little nephew. We'd go hiking in the mountains with our families and have endless energy, chasing and playing while our parents were too tired to walk. Dex was a year older, and he led most topics as the central figure in our bond. Like the novel The Body or the movie Stand By Me, 1986, Dex was like Chris Chambers, more chatty but never shallow, with an emotional sensitivity that naturally drew people in. I was like Gordy Lanchance, more reserved but fond of talking with familiar friends, not easily letting people into my emotional world, but once I did, they stayed forever. We were both called smart, cute, and charming by adults and other kids. He was warm-hearted and talkative, with a sense of emotional depth. I was idealistic and innocent, with a hint of mischievous humor. He was an outgoing intellectual, and I was an introspective charmer. Our personalities complemented each other well, and that's why we liked each other. That's how the bond was formed and lasted. Funny how outgoing people enjoy spending time together, but can't always form deep emotional bonds like ours. Digging deeper, outgoing energy can overflow when socially adaptable people gather. An introspective, selectively expressive person like me balances the energy and draws outgoing people in. So I was as charming in Dex's eyes as he was in mine. We didn't compete with each other, but provided what the other lacked. And I didn't have to be like him to be liked by him, because I didn't have to be outgoing to be charming. The emotional depth of this bond made it much more than just enjoying each other's company when we met. I'd feel a strong sense of longing and missing when I didn't see him during vacations at my grandparents' house. I literally missed him, a kind of feeling that could occupy my entire thoughts. Beyond friendship, there was an emotional pull, an innocent love. A love that doesn't fit into any definition, but was characterized by a mutual emotional connection, unique and transcendental. Real love is not about any extrinsic properties like age or gender, but about compatible personalities. Physical characteristics like gender differences may face less pressure from societal norms and may naturally provide complementarity that helps bonds form. But this is just one of the factors that make a deeply emotional bond possible, not the only one. Using labels like bi-romantic or pan-romantic over-exaggerates the role of gender in human relationships. It's far too shallow to capture what truly makes a deep connection. These labels also cut through the continuity of human connections, making what should have been continuously beautiful lean toward being discreetly judgmental. I've realized LGBTQ+ represents a transitional cultural period in human history. Recognizing continuity without labels is what humanity is truly heading toward. I'm sure, just like me, many people have had such pan-romantic moments in their lives, but they just don't talk about it because they're afraid of these labels. In a way, we're all pan-romantic because we're all fluid on a continuous spectrum. Today, looking at the photos from 20 years ago, Dex and I, holding each other's arms, standing on the hill, happy and innocent. I know this is a beautiful, unique emotional connection beyond any labels, a once-in-a-lifetime bond that many people have dreamed of their entire lives. Ivan Ziev, March 14th, 2025.